I always knew that discipline was the key to achieving my goals, but I never had the mental power to truly be disciplined. Bro, everything changed when I realized how the mind truly operates, and I'm gonna break it down for you with the 4 key cornerstones that you need. And the 4th one is so sick that I was not gonna include it in this video. Discipline requires willpower. Now look at the word willpower. Power. It's like the power in a car. A car needs power to go up that hill. The more powerful the car is, the easier it is going to be for it to climb that hill. Unlike cars, me and you can train the power and increase it. And that is how you overcome like the obstacles, bro, in life. And sometimes you've got to self-impose some of those obstacles to overcome, and then you keep on pushing forward. The first cornerstone to train your discipline and increase your willpower is to wake up earlier. Change your wake up time completely. Right now, you wake up about 9, 10 a.m. You've got no responsibilities, mate. And if you have to go work, if you have to go to school, that's something you have to do. That is not a self-imposed responsibility. That is not the masculine imperative, bro. That's just a means to an end. Waking up earlier is less about sleep. It's more about the solitude. It's more about being able to control your mind so easily. It's 4 a.m. I see how much it's raining outside, and I just think, yo, I look back at my plan written on my phone, and I'm like, I didn't mention rain in that plan. I didn't say, if it's raining, don't go. I went on that run. I did my pull-ups. Then I came back and I did my hard work, my 20% task, the high leverage task. The 20% task is just the 20% of work that gets you 80% of the results. Nothing stupid. None of that highlighting in your notebook. It's the past paper. That stupid girl in your class that just sits around highlighting notes and note-taking all day. You will destroy her in the exam and you know it, because you've done the 20% high leverage past paper. You've marked yourself on the paper, you're like, okay, I'm averaging about 60%, where am I losing that last 40? And then you keep iterating on that 40% and you eventually end up scoring 100. It's the same with anything you have to do. Like with fitness, if you keep tweaking your little workout plan in your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, you're getting destroyed by the guy who woke up at 4, who went on a run to the gym, trained like an animal, and then came back, got some protein in, and didn't have a spreadsheet in the first place. That meathead can't even spell spreadsheet, bruv, and he will destroy you and you know it. So really consider what your 20% is and do that every morning. It's so easy early on in the morning to get your brain to do something hard. And if you want every single deep dive into every single habit, routine, stack, physical and mental training plan that has got me to where I'm at right now, I've taken 2 years to get disciplined, bro. I can get you there in 2 months. Check out the Pathway of the Tiger. It's in the link in the description, and it is everything I know, bro. My best piece of work. I know you're gonna like it, man. The second cornerstone is your diet, and I want to tell you right now that breakfast is a scam. Breakfast is a myth, and breakfast should be abolished. If you have got any sort of ambition, eating breakfast in the morning is killing it. Trust me, by 50% or more. Like, when I stopped eating in the mornings, I was automatically more disciplined. I automatically had this fire inside my belly that just felt like so right, bro. This aggression towards my work, this aggression towards the world, and it's not a bad thing. Aggression is definitely positive. Aggression and anger are 2 separate things. I want you to be aggressive. I want you to have that fire in your blood, bruv, because that's what you need to make true progress. You are in a competition with other men who want what you want. You want that physique, another guy wants it. And you might be thinking, nah, that's stupid, like, I'm not in no competition. Bro, you are literally competing with everyone. I had a job interview in February of this year, and it's the middle of a UK job market crisis, bro. But on the day of the interview, I wasn't studying the company. I wasn't studying my industry. I woke up at 5 o'clock. I did the Tiger J Mind Reset Stack. I did my morning workout. Breathwork, meditation, visualization, all of these good habits, because it is my competitive advantage over these people that I'm about to go against in the interview. And guess what? I get a call 2 weeks later telling me, Jas, there was like 11 or 14 or something. It was something like crazy, so many assessors. And they said like the 11 assessors had no negative comments. You were the top performer out of 2,000. And I was thinking, of course I am, bruv. No disrespect to anyone, but I had the competitive advantage. My mind was a well-oiled machine going into that, bro. I didn't eat that morning. I didn't eat the whole assessment centre. They're offering out biscuits, they're offering out snacks. I'm not taking any of it because I know that my mind will be sharper for every single stage of that interview, every single stage of that assessment centre. And it's the middle of a UK job market crisis, mate. You think they're going to hire a brown person in the first place, mate? Like, you have to, bro, you have to factor these things in, like your natural advantages and disadvantages, and you have got to overcompensate on those disadvantages. If you're in the gym and you're a skinny guy, naturally you've got skinny arms, for example, you better double down on your arms then. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You better make your disadvantages look like advantages, but only you will know what is truly your disadvantage. That intermittent fasting that I'm talking about with your diet in the mornings, that is your competitive advantage when it comes to your work, your brain. If you fast every morning, you don't eat for the first 8 hours, you're golden, mate. That is the highest level. And every now and again, you could just take a 24-hour fast. That's the next level stuff. But if you're really on this path, if you really want that mental clarity, if you want to test yourself, that's the next level. But just first, stop eating your breakfast. Only eat 8 hours after you wake up. My personal tip with this is to drink black coffee as well. Black coffee. No sugar, no milk. If you're the kind of guy who's on your discipline path anyway, you don't really care about the milk and sugar. So I don't need to explain that too much. But black coffee won't break your fast. There's no calories in it. It's also got caffeine, and it's got a lot of other like antioxidants and all that rubbish that apparently is good for you. So drink it, makes you feel great. It's like rocket fuel, and it's an appetite suppressant, so you will not feel as hungry, which can always help. But get used to feeling that hunger. That's the fire in your belly, bro. That's what you need to make some good progress. I want you to start programming your training properly. Not programming it in terms of your muscles trained or anything like that. I want you to learn this one term: central nervous system drain. I want your CNS, so central nervous system, to be operating on as high as a level as possible. The CNS is connected to your brain. You've got that spinal cord thing, yeah? You need to realize that when you drain your CNS through all that heavy lifting, through those sprints, through those very high intensity long sessions in the gym, you are frying your central nervous system, and that will actually affect your work. That will affect your discipline, and that will affect your willpower. I'm not saying not to train hard. Still train like an animal, but don't overdo the heavy absolute lift. So things like deadlift, squat and bench, those are some of the heaviest lifts you're going to do. Program them so you do them like once or twice a week. Heavy. For the rest of the week, you can do moderate weights, very high intensity. That will not drain your CNS as much as doing very high weight, very high intensity. So program it in. If you know, yeah, that let's say Thursday morning you need to be working hard and you've got like something hard to do, then the Wednesday training session should be easy. It should be an easier session. But after you get that hard work out the way on Thursday, sure thing, go and hit that deadlift PR. Sure thing, go and sprint 100 meters as fast as you can. And now number 4, I'm going to tell you something that you've probably never heard of before, but you need to implement Bhastrika style of breath work. It's called Bhastrika Pranayama, and it is probably this Hindu word or whatever, because they're the ones who invented breath work. But it's this ancient technique that just saturates the brain full of oxygen, and it's a very powerful method to breath work. It's a powerful inhale, a powerful exhale, and you follow these rounds by doing varying speeds. You do varying breath holds in and out. It's really intense. But this is the stuff, yeah, that once you learn how to do this style of breath work, you automatically have high energy. It's basically like drinking a coffee, but the energy's cleaner because it's coming from you. Your body's producing the energy itself. There's no crash. There's no like weird thoughts or anything like that. Because you know when you take a pre-workout powder, it just makes you crash and feel horrible afterwards, and your stomach feels weird and your heart starts to palpitate and stuff. Like, it's just not natural because you're pumping your body full of like weird stuff. I want you to learn now how to implement breath work to pump your body full of actual energy, inherent intrinsic energy that comes from your actual body. So look, try out exactly what I've recommended. Type it into YouTube, just type in like guided breathwork, Bhastrika meditation or whatever, and it will come up. Do a 5-minute short one. Do not do the long ones yet, because trust me, yeah, even when I try those, and I've been doing breath work since the beginning of 2025. Look at when this video is uploaded, it's like October. I've been doing breath work for literally nearly a year straight, and even I sometimes feel like a bit unsafe doing the really intense ones for long. because this stuff is cumulative. You don't just tell some guy 8 months into gym to start benching twice his body weight for reps. You like pick the bar up, maybe do one, and then absolutely get crushed and hurt yourself. So look, I know it excites you that there's some danger involved, that it could be crazy, you could end up actually hurting yourself, but look, I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to feel horrible or anything, so just keep that in mind. It's almost like a brown dad when you tell him that your computer stops working. He's like, I'll just turn it off and then turn it back on. And it's true, yeah, the computer actually starts working magically after saying that, right? So this stuff, breath work, especially Bastrika, is like that reset for you. It resets your mind. It undoes all the scrolling of that day. And that doesn't mean to start scrolling and then like, as long as I do 5 minutes of breath work, it won't do it. That's not how it works. Just do it and don't scroll, and you will elevate your mind from here to here, instead of dropping your mind all the way down to here and then having to bring it back up to baseline using the good habits. The good habits are there to give you that competitive advantage again, bro. Every single thing you do in your life, you need to think, am I getting a competitive advantage? Am I moving closer to my goals? If you're watching this, man, and you've watched this far in, I've been recording this for like well over 13 minutes, and people's attention spans are not that good these days. So you're clearly a hard worker, man. I know you're the type of guy that if someone said to you, for money you got to clean a bathroom or you got to wash dishes, I know that you would do it, because I've done that, bro. I've been there where I've needed to work these hard, weird, horrible jobs, yeah? And that version of me would come home, play video games, and just be a degenerate. Scrolling, bad habits, ripping out my hands out of anxiety, being too scared to handshake people because my hands were that messed up. So look, that's because I didn't have any goals, I didn't have any clear visions, I didn't have any way that I was thinking, okay, I want to make progress towards this. I just sort of like was living like an NPC. I don't want that for you, man. I don't want you to be a hard worker with all this ambition and all this talent and still just let it go down the drain. You've got so much potential, man, but the potential's untapped. It's untapped because you're not taking advantage of anything in your life. Bro, all the mechanisms to success are at your disposal. You just need to make use of them through discipline. And if you want to stop wasting your time, actually get disciplined. The progress I made in 2 years, I can get you there in 2 months, bro. If you want the full breakdown, how do you actually implement these 4 key cornerstones in your life? How do you get onto the pathway of the tiger? I've got that in the description, bro. I developed the 4 AM Tiger J morning routine. I developed the Tiger morning stack. All of these methods, I don't gatekeep on my videos. I definitely won't gatekeep in the pathway of the tiger. It's the best work that I've done yet, and I'm putting all my energy into that. It's what I think about at work, in the shower, randomly throughout my day. Like, bro, I'm genuinely on this path and I want you here with me. So I'm gonna hold your hand and bring you onto the pathway of the tiger. Just check the link in the description, bro. You will not regret it. From this video, take one aspect and change your life, bruv. Take one aspect of this video and think, okay, with that cornerstone number 3 about training style and programming my training properly, that really resonated actually. I do too many high CNS days, high CNS drain days. So I'm going to take what Jas said and I'm going to put it into action. I'm going to reschedule my training a bit more around that. If anyone does an action from this video, that is a dub for me, man. And if you've genuinely watched this far, I don't expect anyone to make it here. But if you're that one guy that's made it, love you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your attention. Get on it, bro. Sweat or regret. I'm out.